The first courtroom scene is really important to me. The two scenes are really important. One, the first part is about how the main character looks at the scene. He's shocked. But he doesn't embrace his emotional side. Meaning that in his lifetime, he never looked back at things in a way to critically analyze and understand. The movie Defending Your Life is about critically analyzing and looking at everything in your present self. And sometimes that leads to things from the past. So that to shape your life differently now, many a times you have to look back at your past and critically analyze those moments. So the first moment is when he was, I think, 7 years old. So they turn him around, they show him the scene in the courtroom. And it's Judgment City. It's where they really are making a decision on, will this person pass on to the next part of life, or are they going to just go back again? This is his 20th time living on Earth. Will he have to go back again, or will he move on? Well, the fear he has as a 7-year-old to fight someone back is important. But actually, when I looked at that scene and I saw how the prosecutor asked him questions, I recognized something. The prosecutor asked, how did you feel emotionally right now? How are you feeling emotionally? That's what's important. Heck, it's not even important that he understands that I failed there. He has to understand how he feels there. That's what I love about that scene, that it pulls out that first. But actually it's too late. When he first saw the screen showing his past, like he's living it again, like he's seeing it without being in it, it shocked him. It shocked him out of it, actually, instead of shocking you in it. That's an important thing to pull out from this movie to me, is that the main character is deflecting so much of his life away from him. Like he didn't do it. Like he wasn't part of it. And as soon as that happened, the defender, said, you know what? You can't use that. Let's look at this. This is why he had restraint here. Now that was what the defender said. Oh, he has restraint here. He didn't fight him back. But really, their answers are only... The prosecutor is not even saying that he had to fight. But the defender is basically going along that avenue. Like, that's the only thing that could be happening here. Well, he has to defend what the main guy is saying. So he shows a scene. This is the other side of it to me. Of him as a little baby. 1, 2 years old, going into that. In a crib still. Playing around right there. Crying. Emotionally. The husband and wife are fighting. They're screaming at each other. Okay? And so, from that, the baby's crying, and when the dad looks over before he smacks his wife, he sees his kid and stops. And what the defender says is he learned restraint right there. When in reality, what he learned is the aggressiveness of emotions. And the parents never alchemated that at any point. They only showed him the ferociousness of it and let him cry and didn't come to his aid first. So his emotional state hasn't grown because he literally didn't have anyone when he was a baby to be there. To be there right when he needed aid, right when he was crying. That's not good, and that shows what this movie really is about. It's about your emotional state. How are you feeling? What are you feeling right now when you see this? I can tell you what I feel in my past and how I'd react. I'd probably be so emotional and distraught because of everything that took place in me since then, because it's not something that's so isolated and small and right there. It's right here, right now. It's a part of our lives now. That's the fear in the movie that he didn't get over until much later in the film. And that's important, those fears. That's how you defend your life. You understand it. You encompass it in looking into it the in your lifetime, so you don't have to look into it after your lifetime.